Triston Pullen, the director of Women of Lockerbie at the University of Memphis. Do you mind if we ask you a couple questions?
Well, sure, Rachel. What's up?
We can ask you, tell us just a little bit about yourself, in general.
Well, I'm a third-year grad student here at the U of M. It is my final semester. I graduate in May, and this is my practicum. A little bit about myself. Well, I really enjoy non-Western theater and movement-based theater, and I think that every play has a little bit of daily rituals in it about sexuality and spirituality. Yeah, and I love anything movement-based or a little bit weird outside the box. So yeah, y'all want to walk around the set with me?
Yes,
Just
show
check
us
things out?
around.
Okay. So what else? What else do y'all have?
What's the Woman of Lockerbie about?
Oh, heavy. Well, not really. At the core of it, it's a play about healing. It is about the real-life event that happened in 1988 in Lockerbie, Scotland, when a Pan Am plane blew up and landed into the Lockerbie village. And it's how these women in Lockerbie wanted to take the clothing and wash them, return it to the family so that they could finally have some healing. Because to this day, in 2021, they don't know who actually caused the bombing. It was in recent headlines.
Wow.
Yeah, so the whole play takes place 7 years after the bombing, when a mom comes to Lockerbie because she believes that her son is still in the hills, even if she can find a bone of him. And she realizes that through grief, it takes community sometimes to heal, which I think is kind of fitting in our current situation.
Yeah.
in the world.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow, this set is absolutely stunning.
Oh, it's beautiful. It was designed by Molly West, and the lights are designed by Matt Beecher. Costumes are done by Haley Grannon, and the sound is done by Jenny Prost. And then our wonderful technical director is Aaron Chang. And then I have to give props where props are due to my wonderful advisor, Sarah Brown. She has been a
Oh.
godsend.
Love it. Love it. Ooh.
So what else?
So the next question, what is this directing experience been like in comparison to other shows you've directed at the U of M?
Well, my very first show I directed here was Three Sisters by Chekhov, but it was a very Suzuki, Brechtian, experimental take on it. And then the other show, which Rachel was here for, was Small Mouse Sounds.
I loved it.
The whole show was silent. So this is really different. This show is very language-based, very poetic, and Small Mouse Sounds had like 20 minutes of speaking in the whole thing. So this time you get to hear something, which is fun. Yeah, more dialogue.
So another part of that question was, what's it been like, especially with COVID and the quarantine?
Well, I have now decided that as a director, I can direct in all things. I'm just now waiting for the zombie apocalypse. COVID's been hard because with this show, it's about grieving, and oftentimes when people grieve, people want to love on, touch, comfort, and you can't do that in COVID.
Yeah.
So learning how to stage things 6 feet apart, yet show loving and caring and compassion through gesture has been an amazing experience, but also seeing the amazing actors in our department step up to the plate and confront this challenge, but letting their artistry pass it, and having, I don't know, it shows that at the end of the day, the arts will survive no matter what happens. And then we even went through a snowpocalypse, and we're still getting the show done.
Yes, still staying strong.
Still staying strong.
All right. Next question is, what's something that's been challenging to overcome as a director during this pandemic? One of the most thrilling tasks.
I think it's the uncertainty of the industry that's been really weighing down on me, is that, we often look to Broadway as our leading person in the arts when it comes to performing arts, and having Broadway shut down, it's kind of like took a hit on me personally. But doing this show last night in Tech, I just sat there and I was like, how amazing, what an honor it is that we get to sit in this space. And it almost makes the theater a little bit more sacred, almost kind of like what the Greeks experienced, which is amazing since this show was structured out of a Greek tragedy anyway. So it's kind of all circling around each other, which is great.
It's beautiful. Wow, look at that set.
It's amazing. So we got the seventh question.
Okay.
What aspect of the show are you just most excited about?
I think it's the message, honestly. At the end of the show, there's a catharsis, which is traditional in a Greek tragedy. And I think right now in our world, there's so much civil unrest and the pandemic has just completely ravished people's lives that there's a sense of needing community to get through it. I think we're all grieving. And it's in whatever shape that has manifested in. And I really think that this show might help. It might show that grief doesn't heal overnight, and sometimes it takes a body of people to heal grief. So I'm excited about that because I think we all need a little boost of confidence and comfort right now.
Absolutely.
This is my favorite part of the set, and I call it Jesus on the Mountain because it's just like, I don't know, it's so biblical to me for some reason. So what else?
For the eighth question, speaking of, the times that we're going through right now, do you have any suggestions for artists during the quarantine and being locked in?
Keep going. In the beginning of it was really hard for me to find things to create. And I realized what was going to help me through it was creating something. And whether that's writing a monologue every day or reading a new play once a week or something, keep yourself active in your artistry so that when this pandemic is over, you're stronger and ready to go.
So yeah, pretty much perseverance and a bit of consistency, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, totally.
All right. And for the last question, if you could describe the show in just about 3 words, what would they be?
Love overcomes hate.
Wow, that is
I was not
stunning.
expecting that. Yeah.
That is stunning. Well, Triston, thank you so much for talking with us today.
No problem. I'm glad I bumped into you.
I know this is insane and so unexpected.
Yeah.
I really look forward to watching your show, and I understand that tickets are available now.
Yes.
Yes, and the show will be streaming
March 10th through the 13th, and you can find everything on the school's website.
Well, thank you again.
Thank you so much.
This has
Have a
been
good
so
day.
much fun. Have a great day.
You too.